Hello. A few days ago I had trouble playing a song in the Charango. I took a break, went to bed, and when I woke up the next morning I could play it perfectly. So what is actually happening when I sleep to help me learn? Science sings, yeah, ho, ho, science sings. Let's take a look inside the brain. But wait, how do we do that?
The Functional Magnetic Resonance Imaging System.
The functional MRI is basically a big machine that is able to track the movement of blood within the brain. More blood flow to certain areas of the brain means that those groups of neurons are more active. So, if we place a person who is trying to learn how to play the Charango into one of these fMRI machines and we have them go to sleep, what parts of the brain do we see light up? Well, during the first 30 minutes of sleep, which scientists call slow sleep, we see a lot of activity between two parts of the brain, the hippocampus and the neocortex. Let's take a look at the hippocampus first.
Do you remember the 21st night of September? Well, you have to thank your hippocampus. It is the thing that lets you remember autobiographical events.
Named after the word seahorse in Latin, the hippocampus turns out to be super important to forming memories. But what kind of memories specifically? Alright, so let's say you begin to remember a time when you walked on a nice sandy beach. As you remember back, you kind of play a super detailed 4-dimensional video in your head. You can feel the sand on your feet, hear the waves crashing in, and maybe even smell that tangy, salty breeze. This reliving of a past experience is all thanks to your hippocampus. The hippocampus is used anytime you imagine yourself in a past experience, a form of memory very different from the almighty neocortex. The neocortex is one of the most complex and evolutionarily recent parts of our brains. Neuroscientists have linked the neocortex with personality, problem-solving, decision-making, social skills, and willpower. The neocortex could very well be the part of the brain that most makes you you. So, how does the neocortex relate to memory? Well, the neocortex, unlike the hippocampus, stores your library of general knowledge. Whereas the hippocampus answers the question, remember when you belly flopped off that diving board? The neocortex answers the question, so what's a diving board? You don't have to remember a diving board experience to know what the thing diving board is instantly. Quick thinking like this, or the muscle memory of playing a song, comes from the neocortex. Fun fact, the neocortex is also very important for creativity, as much of being creative is simply connecting or merging different facts learned from past experiences and making something new. So how does the neocortex update this library of knowledge? Well, every night when you sleep, the hippocampus sends the most important bits of your day to the neocortex. The neocortex then organizes all that information into facts that we can quickly use for making decisions, problem solving, or being creative. So that is why a night of sleep can help so much in learning a new song on the Charango. The song becomes easier to play because the neocortex has had time to organize and file away the Charango playing memory, or make better sense of it. Kind of as if your neocortex has been practicing while you sleep.
Anything else?
So it takes a lot of brain power to create this general knowledge storehouse within the neocortex. Because your brain wants to conserve energy, facts or data that disrupts the organization of the neocortex have a tendency to be ignored. For example, if you grew up your whole life thinking the sun rotates around the Earth, and then one day a guy with a telescope says that the Earth actually rotates around the sun, that fact would take a lot of energy for your neocortex to file away, because so many figurative books would have to be rearranged or thrown out. Staying curious is hard work for the brain. So who else is interested in this interaction between hippocampus and neocortex? Well, this guy, Demis Hassabis. He's one of the people who helped create an artificial intelligence powerful enough to beat some of the best Go players in the world. Demis thinks there's a lot to learn from the interaction between the hippocampus and the neocortex. He believes that recreating the process within software will be a key factor in producing an artificial general intelligence that is similar to humans in learning capabilities. Perhaps one day, the joy and struggle of learning how to play a new song on the Charango won't only be limited to you and me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see your neocortex in the next video. Stay curious!